Hey guys, I'm Common Rider Silver, and today we will be doing a very awesome review on my 3D printed Jet Jaguar from Godzilla Singular Point, designed by Toymaker 3D. So if you don't know who Toymaker 3D is, you may know this Mecha Kong that you've seen on your different social medias. It's this really nice Mechani Kong 3D print. And he designed this one, but he also designed recently a Jet Jaguar. This guy is so cool. You do have to print him yourself, but when you do it, oh my gosh, you are left with an amazing product. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I've never reviewed something that I printed, a figure that I printed. Before we look at the figure himself, you do print up an accessory with him. Jet Jaguar's Anguirus Spear. So you can print this in, brown and tan and stuff like that. But I didn't have those colors, so I printed it all in white and then painted it myself. Got the gray handle, gray tip. You got some brown. And then I did a little bit of wrapping with some masking tape. And then I painted the Anguirus spine myself. And I think that looks absolutely amazing. I'll show you it in his hand a little bit later. But let's look at Jet Jaguar. Wow. This is a big figure. Let me get my tape measure. Since this isn't a normal review, I'm kind of doing things out of order, but I got to show you how big this figure is. Standing at right around 12 inches, this is a very large figure. Let me bring in the Bandai Jet Jaguar, I guess Mach 1. He's adorable. Look at him. Here is the Bandai Godzilla Ultima. So, this guy is big. And let's take a look. So, you print everything yourself, obviously, because this is a 3D printed figure. So, starting off at the head, you've got that really nice Jet Jaguar Godzilla Singular Point sculpt. Toymaker 3D is just an absolute beast at making these. Now, I did have to paint in the teeth, and I painted in the eyes a little bit, but that really makes it pop. Just look at that. You got the neck piece, all printed in blue. You've got his chest, no longer a little cockpit anymore. This version of Jet Jaguar is remote controlled or AI controlled. You've got these nice yellow little connector bits, his very lanky arms. Jet Jaguar is a very lanky boy. You've got his little belt buckle down here, which was 2 pieces. Coming down, you got his legs, which I absolutely love his shoes. Look at those. Prints in 2 pieces, so you put a little insert there so you can get the color. You got his little blue shins, some more of that yellow. I actually have some flexible filament in here. I didn't really mean for it that way, but that's the one I ordered, so that's what came. Then you've got some spring-looking stuff in here. Just if you look at the show and you look at this figure, it's perfect. Toymaker is, I can't say enough good. He's just absolutely amazing. And all this articulation, you have to, work in yourself, but the design just absolutely allows you to do it right. The printing is all super easy, no supports, no nothing. You just print it as is, turn in Jet Jaguar around. Got that backpack, which can come off, because there are some scenes where Jet doesn't have it. Up. That's very cool. And Jet's backpack actually does open. Let me open that up. I guess you could store some stuff in there. Could be cool. Then you got some more of those pads back here. And you can see this yellow piece right here. And what I've always really liked about this design is this kind of pivoting piece right here. It doesn't pivot in this figure, at least at that joint. It does a little higher up, but I've always liked that in the design. But yeah, this is a very interesting design. with these very long arms and the initial design with the super stubby legs. But Toy Maker completely killed it here. Let's put that back on. Wow. Just look at that. Now, taking a look at this figure's articulation, it's genius. I know I've said that about every part of this figure, but it's genius. It works just like how it would in the show. So you've got your head on a ball joint and goes up and down, all around. You can kind of tilt it side to side. Coming over to his arms, there is a swivel up here where it pegs in. And then there is this joint system up here where you kind of lock it in place with like a printed washer. And you can use 3D printed pins that he provides, or he also gives the exact kind of bolts you can use. So I use the bolts because they can be tightened better. And that allows your arm to go up. I have it a little tight right now, which is good. And then there's a bicep swivel up here, so you can get some bicep swiveling. You've got a single jointed elbow right there. You've got some swivel right here at, I guess, what would be the hand. You've got a ball joint actually right here at the hand. So that's super cool. And then at the fingers, they go in and out a bit, which gives you some grip for your spear. Speaking of, he's tipping back a bit. And then you take his hand out. And you can put the spear in there. And then you close it up. And there is him wielding the spear. It's a very large spear, so I doubt I will have him posed with it, but if you wanted to, you could. Then at his abdomen right here, there's a ball joint up in there, so he can ball joint around. And then there's a swivel right here at the waist where it pegs in. So that's good. And then here at the hips, it can swivel inside of this joint, which has this little plate that you put up underneath, and then you can tighten it so that he doesn't swivel as much. And then he's got his leg joints, which kick out. He's got a swivel up here at the thigh. Double jointed knees. Look at that. Wow. And then you've got a little bit of ankle rocking action right there. And it also pivots forward. So you can get this guy in some awesome poses. My favorite pose is his pose against Ultima. So it's like this. Kind of looks down at Ultima like that. Look at that. Ooh, that is cool. Oh my gosh, that's cool. If you have a 3D printer, just go for it. Just do it. This took me about 4 days to do. Be it I was, grinding day and night to do this. I would have his chest going overnight. I'd be printing his fingers, his hands in the morning. So this was an around-the-clock project. I really wanted to get this done. I really kind of wanted to be the first person to get it done. So I would say comfortably this takes about a week to do. But if you do it, absolutely go for it. The joints are actually very nice and solid, especially if you use real metal screws. I would recommend maybe getting some nuts and bolts to some nuts to stick at the back of some of these to tighten it a little more. I'll probably do that. And you can also reinforce the inside of the joints with some super glue or something like that to give it just a little bit more friction. But yes, what an awesome figure. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Definitely go give Toy Maker a follow. If you don't have a 3D printer, that's okay. If you plan to get one in the future, definitely give him a follow because he's got some amazing files. And this file was absolutely, completely free. So go check him out. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.